The legal responsibility for maintenance and repair of a food service area lies with its management. However, in many instances, the food handler represents their eyes and ears with respect to spotting any problems or damage that may have occurred to affect the maintenance standards of the facility.
Therefore, as a basic food handler, you should remain diligent to any faults that you may see and could represent a danger or hazard within your environment and report them immediately to your manager. Such faults may include any of the following examples: cracked walls or gaps in surfaces where vermin or bacteria may harbour, extractor fans not working correctly or dripping with grease, windows broken or not closing properly, potentially giving access to vermin, hot cabinets or ovens not holding at temperature or doors not closing properly, fridges and freezers, again not holding at temperature or with damaged liners or seals, insecticutor bulbs not working or out of date, dangerous machinery guards missing or malfunctioning, broken floor tiles or cracked steps creating a hazard for tripping, food production areas coming due for a deep clean, waste bin lids absent or broken, signs of vermin in the stores. This list is not exhaustive.
Food service equipment also needs constant scrutiny for service suitability. Items such as damaged or broken equipment can be prime sources of bacterial contamination, or even result in foreign bodies like loose screws and nuts falling into the food. These again must be replaced or repaired, and as a food handler you must identify such objects to your manager and have them removed from service area until the solution is found. Some typical examples could be things like mixing machines and slicing machines, but also it could be the electrical wires that are coming loose, or water-based equipment that leak, or hot food displays with broken bulbs or loose doors. Dishwasher chemical pumps could be jamming. Crockery could be cracked or chipped. Whisks or can openers could be damaged or just be ingrained with dirt. And simple things like chopping boards could be scoured, worn or stained.
As bacteria are all about us, then in a perfect world, every area and every item of equipment within the food service area should be cleaned and sanitized thoroughly, not only every day, but at each individual key stage of the food chain procedure. But of course, in many outlets, and for various reasons, this isn't always a practical option. So in recognition of this, the food industry utilises a recognised management practice of hazard analysis to identify and prioritise the physical and operational critical points within all of the key stages of food production and service system. This system is called HACCP, HACCP, which stands for Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. At the basic food handler's level, it's not necessary to understand the full range of activities in the HACCP procedure, but it is important that you recognise the basic principle that every part of the food production and service cycle has its hazards, and to control them it is important that the critical control points are identified and systems devised to ensure that the correct actions are taken at every point.
Some typical examples of food industry hazards could be deliveries, food holding temperatures, dry goods storage. For these, their critical points could be the point of delivery, refrigeration and storage equipment, their accuracy, store suitability, goods rotation. All of these items, once identified, can then be monitored and controlled. Once a hazard has been identified under the HACCP system, each must be considered and the following issues clearly defined. What is expected? How is it to be checked? What to do if it is incorrect? How to monitor that the check has been properly completed. Then, by adhering to the clear duties and controls defined, followed by a simple package of documentation, a realistic schedule of activities can be compiled to create a safe and hygienic environment based upon the critical points as set out by priority. One further benefit to this use of the hackup system is that the documentation generated then combines to create a working dossier of live controls that form the basis of the due diligence of doing everything reasonably within your power to ensure the safety of foods under your control. You will find more details on this later in the course.